So to cover the Hojlund medical, the latest information about that, obviously that's what people want to know about and when it is and how it's going. And we'll be on here to hopefully react to the latest breaking news when it happens that it's been confirmed that he's passed it. It's expected that he will have his medical this afternoon. So he was due to fly in today to Manchester and it was expected to be arriving any time around about now. So he probably will have his medical reasonably soon. Today, we may well be live on the channel as and when that happens. And hopefully he'll be passing that with flying colours, obviously, guys. We've got lots of different news outlets. Here's James Ducker from The Telegraph saying that, he's obviously flying to... He's due in Manchester today to start his medical and finalise his £72 million move from Atalanta. All the usual internal club media and pictures to do, as well as the rest of the stuff ahead of the announcement. So, obviously a few things to do, quite a lot of things to do before we can actually confirm him as a Manchester United player, but it's certainly on the way. Fabrizio Romano this morning, just basically reiterating what David Ornstein reported last night, that Rasmus Hojlund is now travelling to England in order to undergo his main part of his medical tests as a new Manchester United player later today. Documents exchanged between the clubs. Hojlund will sign until June 2028 with the option for a further season. I see a few people, I hear a lot of people saying, Manchester United have signed a bang average melter here for loads of money. I don't really understand where it's coming from. Yes, okay, fair enough, we have paid too much cash. I don't think anybody can dispute that. We've paid too much cash, but this is nothing new to us. We always pay too much cash for players. It's what we do. People see us coming and we have to pay big money. But in terms of the actual player that we've signed, an exciting 20-year-old potential beast in Rasmus Hojlund, it makes me feel a fizzing sensation, guys, down in the loins. The future potential that this guy has at United to go and be a great player for us. I don't see what anybody else is seeing about him being subpar or anything. I think he's, as far as 20-year-olds go, he's like up there with the absolute best we could possibly hope for a 20-year-old player in the world. So, great future ahead of him, no doubt. And we've got him at an early age to develop him and hopefully turn him into a beast. Yeah, he's still got a lot to learn. He's still got a lot to adapt to in the Premier League. But crikey, I've got a feeling he is going to adapt to it reasonably soon. Lots of different people saying, oh, look at the 9 goals. The people who are saying, look at the 9 goals, you're off your tits. It's not just about the goals. It's also about the assists. It's also about the fact he's doing that as a youngster. What is he capable of doing in a couple of years' time? Go and look at Harry Kane's strike record when he was 19 or 20. Go and have a look at Wayne Rooney's. Go and have a look at all some of the best goal scorers throughout the history of the game. None of them are really established doing the business on a regular season-by-season basis until they're at least mid-20s or early 20s at the very least. So, you've got to give this guy time to develop. We've got this guy, we've paid a lot of money for him, but he's probably going to end up being absolutely mint. So anybody who thinks that he's not, fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion. But right now, it's a lot of money to pay for this guy, but crikey, we've got him. We've had to convince Atalanta to sell him. We've had to go in there and get him ahead of anybody else, and there were other clubs that were interested in him. So we had to do what we had to do to go and get Rasmus Hojlund, guys. I'm buzzing my tits off about the prospect of seeing him in the next couple of years develop into a beast. Okay, so let's give you the latest on the Hojlund medical. So obviously Sky reporting that his medical was going to be today as well. To give you an idea of a time frame of it, it's taking place this afternoon, guys. So various outlets said that this was about 90 minutes ago or whatever it was. Justin Hojlund would be in Manchester in an hour and 30 minutes for his medical. This was like 90 minutes ago, so he should be having his medical right about now, pretty much. And it's expected that it's this afternoon, obviously, that he'll be having it. We will keep you posted as and when new bits and bobs of information comes out, and when it's been concluded and when it's been completed, etc., and hopefully when he's passed it. So, there's obviously very, very small chance that he doesn't pass it, but the reality is that really rarely happens. We're expecting that he will pass it with flying colours. They usually do when these high-profile signings are being made, and obviously we're waiting for good confirmation from somebody that he has passed it. But hopefully that will be during this show, so we'll keep you posted in regards to the Rasmus Hojlund medical. He's having that now. I think obviously once it's been completed, we should have him in completed, ready, finished, announced by tomorrow, which is the Wednesday, and hopefully he will be able to join up with Manchester United's training. So obviously after we come back from the USA, the first sort of training day at Carrington at Manchester United will be on the Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So hopefully Rasmus Hojlund will be able to get featuring involved in that. If he is, then that bodes well for us to see him playing in one of the 2 preseason games we've got left still before the season starts. Let's get into the live chat, see your thoughts and opinions about Rasmus Hojlund. Yeah, exactly. Vincent Bullock, he says, I'm just glad he's there at Carrington right now. Got a person who we want, I guess is what you're trying to say there. Yes, absolutely. The Red Qatari says, do the medical, sign the contract, lift the shirt, do the interview, etc., and get him training with the team. Spot on, exactly. So we want to see this guy towering alongside Ten Hag, because he is a 6'3" beast, towering alongside Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag's not small though himself, but we obviously want to see him stood alongside Erik Ten Hag holding that shirt, ideally later on today, but if not, it'll probably be tomorrow, and then hopefully training with the side. So that will be absolutely lovely to see, and we'll hopefully see him against Lens. Yeah, there you go. Lens is our next game. Hopefully see him against Lens. MUFC 77 says, you think he will bag 15 goals a season next season? Okay, so we did ask the live chat this question the other day. I'll put it to the live chat again. Premier League goals here. Let's not talk about all competitions because it gets complicated. But let's just talk about over the course of a 38-game Premier League season. How many goals do you envisage Rasmus Hojlund banging in over the course of this season in the league? So as a 20-year-old who scored 9 last season in the Serie A, I've got to be honest, I think 16. I'm going for 16. 16! 16's a good amount of goals for the guy. He probably won't be playing in all of the games, but he will have a lot of games to play. Man United might even go and buy another striker before the end of the window. So there's that to contend with as well. But even if we don't, let's be honest, even if he's playing all of our games up there, it would be a little bit much to expect of him to go out there and bag 30 goals or 25 goals or something in his first Premier League campaign as a 20-year-old player. He needs time to develop as a player. He needs time to be coached and brought along in his footballing career. It's also a different league to the Serie A, obviously to Serie A, which is a good standard league, but the Premier League is even more competitive. So it's a tougher league. It's got the best defenders in the world in, the best players in the world in general. It's a ridiculously powerful league. So he's going to have his work cut out for him to try and score a lot more than 9 goals. But it's not just about the goals with him either. So there's other players at the top of the pitch we want to see scoring goals. And Rasmus Hojlund's an intelligent player who can get involved in the build-up play. He can get you assists. So I believe his statistics last season were 9 goals and 11 assists, somewhere in that region. And that's the sort of player you're getting here. So he's not just a goal scorer. He can also provide you some assists and get you some decent goals created as well. So, it's not just about the goals from this guy. But I think 16 goals, I think he will just about get about 16 goals in the Premier League. This is the latest from Fabrizio Romano. So, yeah, he was obviously already there, I guess. But let's take a little look and see. He says, Rasmus Hojlund will undergo first part of the medical test later today. He's already in Manchester. So a lot of people are saying, he's just arrived. But apparently he's already in Manchester there, as we sort of heard earlier on as well. But that is the latest. He will undergo first part of the medical test later today. He's already in Manchester. That's from Fabrizio Romano from 2 minutes ago. Got no reason to really dispute that. Some people would say he's already having his medical, but usually you see the pictures of the player arriving in the car. We haven't even seen that yet. Lots of speculation going on, people saying that, maybe he's halfway through his medical or whatever. But no, he's there he's in Manchester. His medical will take place later today. So hopefully very soon. We heard some time frame reports earlier, like I say, from various different outlets saying that his medical will be this afternoon, and it was expected that it would be around about now, 4:30 p.m. I saw an update online that said it would be about 90 minutes from now, which was 90 minutes ago. So, he should be having it reasonably soon, guys. But who knows exactly when? We don't know. We haven't got a confirmation of the schedule when it's been booked in to have his medical. But it will be sometime, hopefully, throughout this show this afternoon, guys. Let's wait and see if we've got the pictures of him arriving. I will get the picture up on the screen as soon as we do. Because obviously there'll be a lot of press. A lot of press who will be outside waiting for him to arrive. So, let's take a look and see. Fab said he's in Manchester now. Online as well, we've got reports online here, various outlets saying if he's landing now, it looks like we can expect an official Hojlund announcement tomorrow. Yep, so could be tomorrow that there's an update, obviously, in regards to the official announcement, but his medical should be soon. He'll undergo the first stage of his medical shortly today, peeps. There you go. This is it here, guys. This is a picture. There you can see just in the back, there's his head. You can see that just in the back, right, guys? There he is on his way, guys, to Carrington. Get in there, my son. Rasmus Hojlund pictured leaving Manchester Airport this afternoon. Go on. So there you go, guys. There's a great picture from him, and it's lovely stuff. He's on his way to Manchester training ground, Carrington, there to conduct his medical. This is just a few minutes ago via MEN. Rasmus Hojlund pictured leaving Manchester Airport. Great stuff. So that's awesome, guys. We've got the latest information coming out as and when it comes. When we hear information that he's been pictured entering Carrington, and once he's completed his medical, we'll let you guys know.
A few moments later.
Hey, Rasmus Hojlund has completed his medical. Get in there, my son. Come on. We've got the news, guys. We've got the news we were waiting for. Let's be having you, and it's happened during the show. Fucking get in there, my son. Oh, yes. Rasmus Hojlund, baby. Let's go, guys. He is now officially past this fucking medical, my son. Get in there, you hand. Let me put this up on the screen, guys. Oh, yes. Let me put this up on the screen, guys, so we can see what's going on. Because we've got latest information coming, guys. Here it is. Boom! From Fabrizio Romano. Let's go. Let's get a hashtag let's go in the live chat. Fuck yeah. There it is right there. Come on. Get in there, my son. Come on. Get in there, my son. Finger right on the pulse, mate. As things happen, we bring you the latest news. Oh, yes, we do. Hojlund passes medical. Boom. Yes, mate. Get in there. That's great stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And there it is. Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out stating that he understands that Rasmus Hojlund has just completed all medical tests and first part of media duties. Manchester United, as a Manchester United player, Hojlund and his camp leave Carrington right now as a contract will be signed on Wednesday. Get in there, my son. Come on. Wednesday contract signing. That's tomorrow, baby. And then obviously we've got a couple of preseason games coming up against Lens and Bilbao, and just maybe you'll see him feature in one of those games. That is absolutely banging awesome news, guys. Get in there. What a piece of information that's to come out during the late night show. Love it. Yeah, very buzzing about that. Some people will think we're, I don't know, getting a bit carried away about this guy because he's only scored 9 goals and yada, 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 all the rest of it. These people are just jealous. This guy is only 20 and he is likely to go on and be one of the best strikers in the world in a year or two's time. I'm not expecting too much too soon from Rasmus Hojlund. I'm aware that he needs time to develop and get used to a new league and still hone his skills and hone his game. That's going to take time. It's not going to be happening overnight. You know, it would be too much to expect him to be the ready, finished article at 20 years of age. Ideally, we go and get somebody else in this window to help out scoring goals at the top of the pitch. But essentially speaking, it's a great signing because it's a different type of signing for a striker. It is like it's like a proper one for the future. It's a really great player who's got bags of potential, great attributes, can score you goals, can get you assists, physically a specimen. He's going to be good, I think, peeps. He may not get you 30 goals this season in the Premier League, but give him a couple of years and he should hopefully be getting on to be able to do that for us. So he's maybe not the ideal person to go and bring in right now because we could perhaps do with more firepower in this current season. But in a couple of years' time, we might be looking back at this £72 million transfer as a really good investment. That's what I'm hoping. I think he'll be a success at the football club. Only time will tell on that one. There's ways he could flop. But let us know. Smash a 1 in the chat if you think he is going to be an outright success at Manchester United. Smash a 2 if you think he's all hype and he might flop. Let us know. Get your honest opinions in there. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like on this video. Subscribe to this channel. Cheers, guys. Rasmus done, pretty much. Now on to Amrabat. Oh yeah! Ten Hag building a dynasty.